That and more, plus weather and sports, coming up on NewsWatch16 at 7 o'clock.
A former New York State Senate leader is guilty on 2 counts of corruption. Good evening and welcome to NewsWatch16. I'm Erin Dunphy. Tits McGee has the night off.
Ithaca is one of 2 New York State areas seeing a road to economic recovery.
And the Cornell Cooperative Extension is hoping to educate New Yorkers about how to burn wood in an efficient and environmentally conscious way. Well, Hannah, holy cow.
These organizations help low-income homeowners.
The president also made it clear that the world needs to prevent North Korea and Iran from accessing nuclear weapons.
Lastly, the council approved a posthumous honors protocol.
A La Jolla man clings to life tonight after he was attacked viciously by a pack of wild dogs in an abandoned pool.
The Chenango Valley Nursery School in Chenango Bridge had a scare this Halloween when an unidentified parent mistakenly brought Jell-O shots to a classroom party.
A dead cab driver is dead, believe it or not, in Yonkers after being blown in the ear early this morning. That's gotta feel good. Pericles Salas was found unconscious in his vehicle early Sunday. The 32-year-old was a driver for My Nipples Mexicana taxi. In Yonkers, he died at a local hospital.
A Chinese man signed a contract with his wife that allows her to attack him once a week. Mr. Zhang suffers from intense abuse from his wife, who studies Kung Fu.
NewsWatch16's Laura Murray went out on the street to get people's first reactions to the weather.
There have been no contested sits. There have been no contested sits. There have been no contested sits. There have been no contested city elections.
Officers from the Ithaca Police Department and the SWAT and CINT teams answered questions from residents and explained the benefits of the new mobile command unit.
The registration deadline to compete is this Friday, September 25th. Even so, October 3rd will be a fun place to be at the mall. I'm live in the newsroom. Back to you guys in the studio.
Latino Heritage Month is being celebrated all across Ithaca with a variety of events. Cornell University is celebrating the 20th anniversary.
And for more contact information, get in touch with Herb Engelman at the number at your bottom of your screen.
Current Mayor Michael Bloomsburg. Thompson had about 69% of the vote, while City Councilman Tony Avella of Queens had 22%. Although Bloomsburg was prevented from a 3rd term, he persuaded the City Council last year to change the term limits law. Bloomsburg is not registered with the party and did not compete in a primary today.
A police dash camera catches a cougar walking in a neighborhood by the District of Columbia area. The cougar is described as 5 feet 5 inches tall, clothed in a woman's suit with short-cut blonde hair and an attitude that would make Chuck Norris pee his pants. People in the Washington, D.C. area are asked to stay indoors and be alert. The cougar's smile may appear disarming, but it gives way to a ferocious, bug-eyed attack face if eye contact is made.
Good evening, Kathy.
Hi, Matt. How you doing tonight? Well, last night about...
Apple Fest is finally here. Our own Carolyn Catrone is in the newsroom with more on the activities for the weekend. Coming up on NewsWatch.
When you have some free time, be sure to check out your local Nom stores for some delicious noms for your lolcats. Wegmans is especially good this time of year with treats for your cats, including lots and lots of cheeseburgers. If your cat does not qualify for cheeseburgers or forget to buy your cat those noms, your pet may eat your electronics. Some nommable materials include flash drives, cell phones, and cables like this one. Be careful though, if you feed your lolcat too much, it may explode.
Portland County Health Department has announced there is currently not enough H1N1 flu vaccine to meet the county's demand. Larger quantities of the H1N1 vaccine are not expected until later this month or later. In a press release issued Friday, the department...
That's what passengers say happened aboard a Frontier Airlines flight Saturday night. Officers then immediately arrested Filkenstein and charged her with soliciting prostitution.
I love the Yankees, but I wouldn't go that far. But
2 other cabbies were given head in the last 2 weeks in the Bronx anal cavity just south of Yonkers. A third was killed in the Bronx about 4 months ago. That's all for Blow Me NewsWatch 16 Sunday. Thanks for watching. I have a large penis.
And just dreary day. We actually saw a high, according to this is actually wrong. We only saw a high of 47 today, but we will start to warm up and see temperatures.
Here's a look at today on Wall Street.
And when we come back, Mike Hibbard will join us on details on the Binghamton basketball scandal. Stay tuned. Perfect. Well, when we come back, we'll have local and national sports and weather.
But first, let's take out a look on Wall Street.
And when we get back, we'll give you all the details on.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. All right, well, coming up after the break, we'll sit down with 4th Ward Common Council member Svante Merrick to talk about a hot topic.
Today, you notice we had a nice day compared to Friday night and Saturday morning. We had clear skies today, and we had a high of 45. It's a little chilly outside today, but well under the normal temperatures for this day in the year. So stay tuned, and I'll be back with weather later on in the show.
Well, coming up after the break, again, hamsters that could kill you, and your cat wants some more noms. Should you let either of these things happen? We'll let you know.
Stay tuned.
Coming up after the break, we'll tell you why Tompkins County sheriffs are worried about funding.
But first, let's take a look at what the weather's doing this evening with Mike Bennett.
Trend for the Bombers football team to make a fan's heart race, huh?
Tonight on Sports Final, obviously we're going to check to see if the Bombers could stay undefeated in the Empire 8. They traveled to Hartwick to take on the Hawks. Cornell was in Hamilton, New York to take on the 25th ranked Red Raiders of Colgate. We have some NFL action, of course, our high school weekly sports report with Steve Bonds. So all that and more is on Sports Final, 8 Eastern, ICTV. So back to you guys at the desk.
Weather right now, 59 degrees. And not only for the rest of our weather forecast am I going to bring sexy back with my nice 3-piece suit, I'm also going to talk about everyone's favorite subject, snow.
Well, thanks, ladies. As you can see, the temperature today was was it cold.
I have to say, your weekend outlook is not going to be so peachy.
Welcome back. Marcus Walter joins us in the studio. Marcus, the weather looks beautiful today. Is it going to last?
Actually, no, it's not going to last.
And as you can see too, the temperature, since the temperature is going down, we got some fall foliage highly concentrated up there in northern New York. We got lots of fall colors. It's pretty out there, and moving our way down into New York. So the next couple weeks, we should see some nice foliage in the central New York area.
Per hour. And for tomorrow morning, that is a really nice graphic there. 38 degrees, looking good, below freezing anytime we can get that. Now as we take a look at the national weather, you can see that giant. I think I was, wow, okay. I was just slapped by a man in a leather coat.
To see this lake effect, the lake effect snows kick up over Lake Ontario and Erie tonight and the next few days. Now, accumulations of the snow will be light. It will be maybe about an inch or two at the most, but just letting you know.
Yeah, you can have, go outside, play some football beforehand if you want to with the fam or whoever you're gathering with at that point.
Over the next day or two. We don't expect precipitation amounts to be too light from that. It'd be a dusting in our area at most.
For Halloween, so stay tuned for the full forecast. But actually right now, let's go to some of the current conditions. Right now we have a temperature of 54 degrees with increasing clouds, and again, this is a sign of what's heading toward our region. I'm not going to say it, but I am going to say it. It's rain. Rain is heading toward our region. Seen tons of rain, almost 15 inches of rain over the past 24 hours in the Atlanta area.
The weather outside is frightful, but the snow is so delightful.
I have to say, your weekend outlook is not going to be so peachy.
See, we have a little bit of coldness coming up into the northeast region.
Scranton down in Pennsylvania, the important state, was 26 degrees.
But as the day warms up, you definitely might feel the need to be compelled to take off some of those layers as it warms up and it gets warmer.
Warm up as well. We're going to the next graphic. Hopefully there is a next graphic. No, but weather, weather across the region has been.
Look at the regional weather. The important area to you, obviously, is the Northeast. So let's take a look. 18, not miles an hour winds. No, whoa, that switched on me fast. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna move on to the snow now because, as I was gonna say, the snow is coming right here. Okay, oh, there it is, there it is. Now, if you take a look, it looks like a big cloud that you would see in a sky, like, oh, hey, that looks like a smiley face.
System. This bad boy down here is stationed over our nation's breadbasket. Pleasant fall day. I've definitely seen a lot of drier air. When you go out, you can definitely feel it. It definitely is just a great, it's just a great day for everybody.